points in the paint, backing it up, backing it up. That's actually what they do in basketball.
They back it up like
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's an actual technique.
yeah.
It's move your butt
I'm a
to
player.
move people. Yeah, yeah, you use your butt. It's power. Your butt is power. Back it up, back it up.
All right, I think they can hear us now. I think
Yeah.
they can. Wait. Let us know in the chat. I just want to.
If they can, I don't care.
I mean, we're not on screen, so we can always edit this part out, so it doesn't matter. But before we
Hey.
get back, let us know, man.
No, let's just do it.
All right, we back. All right, I'm gonna hit the music. I'm
Yeah,
hit the
we're
music.
back.
I'm hit the music.
Why?
No. All right, no need for the music. All right. Woo! I think we got
What
it.
is up, guys? Welcome back to First Cut Live. This is our episode talking about 4K subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to introduce the starting lineup. Obviously, I just said it, but I'll say it again. 7'5", our center, our unicorn, can shoot threes and has a post-up game, can back it up all the way in the rim. It's Sabrina Ramirez. What's up, girl?
Hello, feeling good. This is now like the 4th time we've done this intro, so I'm feeling even better than before.
Obviously, our power forward, our MVP, also has a post-up game and can also shoot threes. Look at that. Man, look at the range in these players, man. It is Mr. RB3. What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. It was clutch. It was clutch time, and we're in like double overtime, but we finally made it. Finally, the shot went in. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, double overtime. Was hitting bricks for the past 20 minutes, but coming back in, hitting that last shot. That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. Obviously, thank you to Meg in the chat, Andrew in the
Yes,
chat.
for tolerating us for this long.
For tolerating us, for listening to my random basketball rants for like 10 times that I
Or
did it. Even
just hearing my bad part of the joke that Ace was putting on, and just only hearing that part. Like, I feel terrible about that.
Yeah, what was it? What was your part of it?
No, I was just talking about LeBron, the ankle, him getting hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was my bad joke as far as like we're not at 720p anymore. We're
No,
at
that's
4K.
good. Man, I wish people.
That's a bad joke.
That
That's
was really
good.
good.
That's a bad joke.
Repeat it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's over. It's done. The moment is gone.
Damn.
It's lost.
One of these days we will be streaming in 4K. One of these days we will be streaming in 4K.
Yeah.
When-
Obviously, guys, we're here to talk about the NBA trade deadline. Here to catch up on all the Woj bombs. Woj bomb. Obviously, okay, we're not, guys. We're not going to do that. But we are going to talk about movies and catch up. And let's do kind of a quarantine catch up. It's been a year. I know I say that every week, but it's been a little bit more than a year since everything really went to crap. And everything started officially shutting down. How are you guys feeling?
That sound clip, that was
Yeah.
perfect. Honestly, I just feel like every single week it's getting harder. I kind of openly like talked about stuff like in the beginning where I'm like, hey, I'm one of these people that even a month to me, I was just like, this is insane. I don't know how I'm going to survive. I love being social. I love hugging my friends, seeing my family 24/7. And I haven't done any of that in a very, very long time. I still feel grateful for what I have, but it's kind of hard when I get like certain memories and moments that pop up on different social media accounts since like a year ago or 2 years ago, you were doing this, and this. And it's like the last year, it feels so weird. It feels like we're doing like the hardest parts of life. Like we're doing work, we're doing school, paying rent, whatever it is, but we don't get the moments to really sit there and enjoy it. So stuff like this, obviously talking to you guys, hanging out with all of you, those are the moments where I get that as much as I possibly can over Zoom. But I mean, this doesn't beat an RB3 or Andres like hug. Like, I just want to be in studio. I want to like hug you guys when I get there, hug you guys when I leave. It feels odd.
Yeah, what do you think, RB3?
Yeah, it definitely feels like, I don't know. I mean, I like, it kind of feels like it's been like a tunnel. Like there's been a long time past and a lot of things have happened, but also like not a lot at the same time, It feels like, there's kind of, it's like a weird like duality between like being bored, but also being like, like, dang, it's like, we're already here. Like, it's like, and I don't know, I had so much change in my personal life, in my life, like with, my family, with my relationship, obviously with like getting a new job, like there's been a lot of changes for me. So it's just been like also a journey, just like seeing how how all that comes around. So I don't know. It's just different. It's just weird. I mean, I know like a lot of people are like,
but it's mostly positive, right?
From I mean,
No?
mostly. I mean, not everything's always positive. You know what I mean? There's
you
always
got a girl, you got a job. Man.
Andre's always simping here.
No, but I mean, you got a
partner,
like a
it's
different
all good.
job, and you like in a cool relationship. Like that's cool, man, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
those are cool things. I mean, there's also like things that are like not cool. You know, like I mean, I just don't know. I mean, if we really want to dig into it, we should talk. We should get on the first.
I
cut
mean, I
after
don't know how
dark,
real we
you know?
want to get.
First cut after dark,
first
like
cut
Because
after dark.
I see a lot of people post. I mean, we're all being real right now, right? I see a lot of people be like, "Yo, quarantine was crazy, but I got my dream job. Quarantine was crazy, but I found my dream writing gig." And I'm like, "Yeah, not me." Like quarantine's just crazy for me. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. It's never. It hasn't been necessarily, you know, like I saw the light and I came to God and He offered me 10-figure job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not. Maybe you did that on Twitter, and congrats and all praise to you and stuff, and you can tweet that out. But for me, it definitely has not been the case.
Well,
So
that's the thing
yeah.
is like, you know, when everybody was going into this and they're like, oh, we have a few months, like learn a new language, pick up a new
Yeah.
hobby, do this. It's like, obviously.
I gotta pay rent.
Everybody has a different mindset now.
Yeah.
I feel like coming out of it, obviously some people saw like blessings during this time, but other people haven't. And that's not an indicator on somebody not working hard enough or somebody, whatever. It's just the circumstances that we have right now. And I also see Ryan Nilsson in the chat.
I was gonna give him a shout out. I see Ryan.
Forged.
Ryan's
also-
probably clowning. He's probably like, dang, I could have engineered the show better than this clown, huh? Hey, give me a minute, Ryan. I'm rusty.
Also, we have Heroes Reforged in the chat.
Hey, Adam, let's go. Even though he was clowning on us for Justice League review.
Yeah. Even though they were clowning. We are Snyder Cut to the end.
Yeah,
Snyder
let's
Cut.
go.
Hey,
We out
I mean,
here.
don't speak for me, okay?
Yo, Snyder Cut, bro. Let's go.
Not so much me,
Roll
but that's fine.
up. Yeah, Snyder Cut bros to the end. Sabrina is our leader. Leading the
Absolutely
charge.
not. I love y'all. I support you guys, but nah, I'm not part of that.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah,
I'm not.
it's all good though. I'm gonna still throw up the signs.
I need to, man. I wish this job didn't keep me so busy. But I need to grab the sound effect of the Wonder Woman screech whenever she
Yes!
enters the scene, put it
Dude,
in the
let's make
soundboard.
that our show. Yeah.
Like whenever Sabrina's about to dump on the Snyder Cut, like okay, just play the sound effect.
Yeah. No, it's like a choir though, right?
It's like the throw singing.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
something
fire
else.
though. That is fire.
I mean, use it a few times every single moment.
Every time it's fire.
Yo.
It's fire every time.
Yo, Snyder is not known for his subtlety.
He's not. That's why it works. That's why it works, man. I mean, if you watch, again, I watch a lot of anime. If you watch Attack on Titan, and you hear the over dramatic music cues, you're just like, I'm watching the show, and as a fan for like 4 seasons, I'm like, hell yeah, shit's about to go down, because that's the Attack on Titan music cue. It's the same with like a Snyder, where you know that he's gonna just lean into it when he has like a crazy good score. So I'm just like, yeah, make it over the top, make it crazy. That's what we want, man.
I'm happy
we out
you
here,
guys
man.
liked it.
Yeah, we loved it. I loved
Yeah,
it.
I
I
loved
think
it.
it was awesome. But also, thank you guys for joining us in the chat. Everyone and anyone who's still here, we really do appreciate you guys. We have JJ Bilson, Joseph Wheat, you know, our
That's right, Heroes Reforged.
yeah. It says,
It's called
we know
having
that.
taste.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna disagree there. I'm gonna disagree there.
I get it, guys.
Sabrina's definitely
I
the
love y'all.
brains. I definitely
No,
agree
for
with
sure,
that.
for sure, definitely. 100%
yeah.
on that one.
Yeah, I agree with that. She beat us in the spelling bee.
No, literally, like
Whooped us.
literally
What, me
toppled us.
specifically.
Yeah.
I think I got 2 right.
I
man.
got a little bit of a late game comeback in there. I got a little bit of a late game comeback, and they started asking easier ones.
I loved
Yeah.
where it was like spell this word, and then RB3 spells fugitive. Not the word.
Was it like
least I
Fuji or
tried.
something? Fuji? I don't know. Some
It was
ridiculous.
like fuchsia.
Oh,
And you put, like
fuchsia.
fugitive.
Yeah. Some of them are just
for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about the World Girls stream that was on Sunday. We were on there for a little bit of time, but we did a spelling bee competition where Sabrina completely whooped us, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
you can go back and watch the rewatch. I think it's still up. Brains, man.
I felt so weird following Jay Washington taking his shirt off. That's going on.
Yeah, that was wild. I jumped in last second, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw him with the shirt on, and then I saw him take it off.
I popped in, and they're like, "Never have I ever had a threesome," or like someone's like, "Never did."
Bro,
this,
every time when I used to play that game back in college and back when I was a lifeguard, back in my lifeguarding days, we were bored and there was slow days and we would play that. Not good. I'm not good at that game. That is not a fun game for me to play. It's just not. Yeah, it's not for me. It's not made for me, guys. So we are not here to talk about that, but you can watch Sabrina kick our ass if you want to at the World Girls channel. Go support our girls there. RB3. RB3's out here watching something else.
No, I'm watching the stream.
Come back looking so guilty.
I'm watching the stream. Hit that like button, y'all. We have 24 people watching only. Well, we got about 24 likes. But still, hit that like button because I know at least like 6 of these are from my burner accounts. So like hit that like button and make sure we retweet us. We're also streaming live on Twitter, on Twitch, on all these platforms. So
hold up. Can I ask about your burner?
Yes.
I don't get it. I saw someone else tweeting about like, yo, I gotta jump on the burner for this, and I'm just like, what? I don't have a burner account, full disclosure. I don't get it. Yeah. Can you explain it to me? Like why?
Well, I mean, sometimes
I get it if you're like Kevin Durant or like LeBron.
But he's RB3. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
but I'm saying like
same status,
you don't play.
Bro.
You don't have people like in your mentions every day talking about how you like missed that 3-point shot though.
I mean, I can tell you what's in my mentions. People telling me I hate white people. People telling me like I'm racist.
Not as much as me, bro.
Yeah, we get that too. We all get it. I
get it more than anyone though.
Yeah. Nah, we get it. Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
So yeah, I mean, it was. Yeah, I mean, we get. I mean, it's a little bit of that, but also like you just need a burner account because sometimes there's just reckless stuff on social media that you can't like or retweet or be associated with.
But
like
you can still look at it.
Well, yeah, you can still look at it, but for like Twitter literally tells you what like you like when you click on your profile. And I can't get if I'm looking at some, maybe if
Destiny.
Wait, no.
We all know what's on Twitter.
If I'm looking at some Snyder Cut fanboys and my algorithm gets pushed into the wrong direction, I might start looking a certain kind of way on my main. You know what I mean? Okay. If I start liking the wrong tweets about Michael B. Jordan, if I keep liking the wrong tweets about Michael B. Jordan, he might see that and he might get mad. So I just want to make sure that I'm keeping my personal life and personal desires separately from my public face. Now that being said though, maybe I shouldn't take so much stock into that. Maybe I shouldn't take so much credence into that. But I mean, we've seen people get burned before left and right. Didn't Ted Cruz get like a video of like some porn literally the night before the election or something like that?
I think it was on like 9/11 or something.
Yeah, it's something crazy, stupid. You gotta be careful with that stuff, man. So a lot of my main lurking really comes through the burners and then the secondary, especially with YouTube. I'm never gonna watch the stuff that I watch on my main YouTube channel that I'm gonna watch on the First Cut YouTube channel. You know what I mean?
What do you?
Dang, bro!
You give us a taste of what do you watch?
I don't know if you want to. If you want.
No, I mean,
I'm so curious. If it's just that you don't want it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what can you?
No, I don't want to mix out. I don't like mixing algorithms. Yeah. If I'm being real, because I'm on YouTube a lot, so. And that means I'm also on the First Cut channel sometimes, when I'm doing, I might be uploading something and I might have something else going in the background. I'll make sure if I'm on that, it's only going to be video essays or film stuff, something cool, But if it's on my personal channel, I'm going full on political channels, conspiracy theorists, I'm going full, sports hot takes. I'm going full, I'm going everything obscure and not conventional. So that's usually my vibe.
I know
Yeah.
stumbling upon other people's like YouTube accounts are so funny to see the videos that get recommended.
They're
like,
suggested.
like for Brandon, it's a lot of like steak videos. Homie doesn't even make steak that often. Like but he watches a lot of steak videos. So good for him.
Yeah, I swear, I think TikTok is the worst. I've talked to you guys about TikTok.
Oh, TikTok, yeah, it's crazy.
The algorithm for TikTok is wild, bro.
Yeah.
That is like I've talked to Ben about it. How it's like it's predicting what you're gonna think.
Oh, for sure. And you know what's
They're like, we know you haven't thought about it yet, but you were gonna think about it, weren't you? And I was like, damn, y'all caught me in 4K. Damn.
And,
Literally 4K subscribers.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how they're spying on us. I don't know how they're doing it, but their algorithm is not just evil. It's not just like observing us. They're actively pushing us in the wrong direction. Like, because there'll be times where me and Destiny might not have like the best like relationship stuff going on, and I'll start getting mad, like breakup TikToks, like heartbreak TikToks.
They can hear you, bro. They got the mic on in your phone.
They give me, and then they start putting a little misogyny in there. So I'm like, oh no, they're really
pushing you.
They're trying to push me, man. I can't listen to the algorithm. No, I can't listen to it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I should have said that.
TikTok is the worst, bro. China, bro. China be like 20 steps ahead of us, man. I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah. My YouTube one is pretty tame. It's pretty much just nerdy videos.
Anime.
Attack on Titan videos. Yeah, a ton of Attack on Titan videos. Basically like 40 of them. I think you've seen it, RB3, actually, because one time I accidentally was still on the First Cut channel.
Oh, for real? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it came up, and I was like, oh, shoot, I'm on First Cut. They're going to think I'm a nerd.
Well,
RB3 is going to make fun of me.
Well, no, I also from the First Cut channel, I also like make sure we subscribe to all of the amazing guests that we have on Attack on Titan, which, by the way, people, if you're not, things are
so
crazy right
Can
now.
I make an announcement? So this Sunday, guys, I actually want to make like a poster. I won't leave this to you guys, but I think it's kind of fun if we make like a poster about it since it's catching a little bit of traction. But this Sunday, Attack on Titan, final season finale, part 1. Because I doubt this is going to be the finale. I think they're going to make more. But either way, finale for Attack on Titan for season 4, the final season, this Sunday. I'm going to be talking about it, obviously, with Ben Goddard, but also joining us, we have two new competitors for the First Class League, Iman and Abby. Iman is going to be competing later on, but Abby is taking on some guy, right?
I think Abby's going up against Jared Habon.
Is that who it is?
Jared Habon.
I think so.
Wow, nice.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So Abby and Iman from their reaction channel. Iman Snow is going to be joining us. So join us this Sunday. Oh, how can I be so dumb? Also joining us this Sunday with a twist. What a twist! It is Video Drew's joining us too. Because she got into Attack on Titan last second and hit us up and was like, hey, we need to be teaming up for this. So I said, sure, let's do it.
I love her. That's going to be such a fun show.
So we have Video Drew, Iman and Abby, and Ben Goddard. It's going to be too much to handle.
Yeah.
That's a lot to handle.
It might be a long one.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one. It's the finale. We got to go all out.
You gotta go all out.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Aaron out here wilding. Mikasa is out here doing her thing. And Levi is just doing Levi things too. Like, I swear Levi's too much. Yeah, Levi's too much, man. Levi's like, yeah, you got to keep it in check, bro. Got to keep it in check. Either way, I'm going to tweet some controversial stuff this Sunday. I'm going to tweet some controversial stuff now about Attack on Titan. Every time I tweet about Attack on Titan, I get like 3 likes, and I'm like, yo, I see you. I see you 3 people. Because I love the animation. I love the anime so much. I'm rewatching certain stuff. I'm rereading certain stuff that has already been in the past. So this Sunday, join us. It's going to be incredible. All out. I would love it if there was a ton of people there. So be sure to join us this Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Dude, yeah, that's exciting, dog. I'm looking forward to that. Also, if y'all are also so happen to be bored this weekend and, have a little extra stimmy money, come over and hang out at Network. We got the Off-Court Festival. Well, look at me plugging my job. This is disgusting. I hate myself right now.
Yeah, what I was going to say. Dude.
Yeah, this is awful. Just go ahead and download the Network app, and watch Off Court. We have like so much like fun stuff, and I'm only saying this because like I'm like promoting a mega corporation, even though Network's not really a mega corporation. If you really look into it, they're actually pretty small, but really good stuff they have, because we have an interview with Dennis Rodman coming up on Saturday. That's just starting, bro. That's the little mic drop. That's the mini mic drop. All right. We just shot something with Kevin Love. All right. Ooh. We got something in the pipe with Don C is the main host. Don C is like the clothes designer, designed a bunch of Jordans. All that is the main host of the show. It's gonna be a bunch. We got some KD exclusive headphones. We got some gold basketball rims. If you're a basketball fan, make sure to check out Offport this weekend, y'all.
Well, that's me, man.
And this weekend, my plug, I'm gonna be watching movies and drinking wine, because this is like the first time in a while that I don't have as much stuff to do, and I'm very happy about it.
That's dope. That's really dope. Guys, so let's get to the first movie news topic of the week, at least the one that I kind of want to talk about, and that's the Black Widow of it all. So Black Widow has officially moved to July 9th in theaters, but also the kicker, and this is the one we've been talking about for a year, is the $30 premium access on Disney Plus. So far, we've seen a couple examples of this. I believe the two biggest ones are Raya and Mulan. I think we all did like an hour episode on this, and we all agreed that it doesn't make sense. To me, at least to the three of us, I think it worked out. Where if you're taking a picture, bro, let me know.
Oh, sorry.
You can't catch me like this.
We could do it again. We could do it again. All right.
We gotta pose.
All right. Ready? Picture time. Sorry, y'all. 3, 2. Boom. Perfect. All right.
As we go back to the story, this is one thing that I think we all agreed that $30 was a little bit steep for this, and we all kind of agreed that this isn't necessarily the best model to put out movies on a streaming platform when you're already paying for the streaming platform. Versus the Netflix model, which is just like, hey, here's your new movie, you want to watch it, here you go. So I'm so dead curious to hear you guys' thoughts, because this can go from a million places, because we still have the theatrical release. And the way we're looking, it looks like we're leaning towards a kind of like, coming out of the cave and looking at the sun, and then quarantine's over. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this whole news?
I think this makes sense. And I think we when we first talked about this around about a year ago almost, where we first talked about Mulan kind of getting that like $30 premium thing, we said it's probably going to be implemented with Black Widow. I feel like people are more intrigued to spend that money for something like a Black Widow, something like a Marvel film. So it does make sense. Am I going to speed out to go see it? Absolutely not. I think it's the same type of thing where after like 4 months, it hits Disney Plus for free. It's been so long with it being delayed. I could go a few more months without seeing it. I feel like if you live alone or something like that and you're spending the $30, it's a little steep. If you're with family, if you're with roommates, you're with like partners, whatever, and you guys can like split it, that's a little bit easier and it makes a lot more sense. But again, I'm just super disappointed that this is just another movie that I was really anticipating that I'm not going to be able to see in a theater, most likely.
Why do you think that is? Do you not feel like July 9th is like, it's enough time for us to kind of get over the hill, get over the hump, and kind of come out of the cave from the quarantine?
Yeah, so I have no idea. I know that they plan on having every like American vaccinated like pretty soon, like in the first half of the year. But I don't know. I feel like we're still going to have limited capacity. We're still going to have all of that. I feel like it's going to be a little bit difficult to get tickets. So if that's possible at that time when this is coming out, sure. But I feel like I'm like less and less optimistic every single time there's like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm just kind of waiting it out so I don't get disappointed again. It's just every few months, everything gets pushed a little bit. I really do hope things will be okay by July. But I'm feeling maybe a little bit more safe to go to a theater maybe in like August, September, October.
Really? So theaters currently open in LA right now, and
Yeah.
yet by July 9th, you still don't feel like you would be comfortable?
I feel like I might, obviously, if I'm fully vaccinated and I feel like people are taking this seriously. Just the thing that kind of weirds me out is the idea of concessions and different things like that, and having the most like sanitary experience, because I feel like a lot of people share this sentiment, but like looking back on life before COVID, everything was like so unsanitary. Going to like bars and things like that, everybody would be like sharing drinks, being like, oh, I got to taste yours, and just like passing things around like that. And then, yeah, it's just having that huge popcorn machine, everybody like dipping hands. Like you never know if people are taking the proper precautions. Not trying to like, put the blame on anybody, but you just never know if certain people are washing their hands. Like it's one of those things where you have a sign in a lot of restaurants that say like employees must wash their hands. That just, it's like, you should just know to do it anyways, So it's still just the idea of it kind of weirds me out.
What do you think, RB3? I know there's been a lot of talk. I know a couple people in the chat, like Heroes Reforged, are saying April 15th it opens up to people over 18-year-olds getting vaccinations, and then Slen82 in the chat says a lot of people reporting that people are going to be fully vaccinated by the beginning of May. So do you feel like by July 9th, that's going to be the appropriate time to put out a blockbuster Disney movie like Black Widow?
Sorry, yeah, I think so. Sorry, was there like a kind of clicking noise, or was that just me?
I think it was just you.
Just you.
Okay. Yeah, it's just me. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I don't know. This gets me conflicted a little bit, because I could definitely see a reality where a lot of the world is vaccinated by this time, where not a lot of the world, but a lot of America is vaccinated by this time. We do start to see things reopen up, and we are starting to slowly, like, recess back into normality. Part of what makes me concerned about, but part of what also makes me concerned about this is the simultaneous release with the Disney Plus thing, right? Like, at this point, like, we obviously know, people are going to have the choice whether they want to continue living in society with the vaccine, without the vaccine. We're going to know like how close we are to like fully, alleviating the COVID conflict, like the closer we get to that time period. But there's still going to be people. I mean, there's still going to be people who are not going to be like the most enthusiastic about going out to the theaters. So of course, like the Disney Plus option is was necessary for this movie. Now, what concerns me is not for Black Widow, but for the other releases that they had for Shang-Chi, for what was the other ones? I don't know if they announced the Eternals. It was another Disney animated film that they had also.
Luca. It's going to be only dropping on Disney Plus and not in theaters. Right.
Which that one is also fascinating to me, because it also makes me wonder, is there something in a Pixar contract somewhere that says that they can't, charge $30 on like home video release or something like that? Mm-hmm. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. But this is fascinating to me. I don't know about pushing Shang-Chi on this whole premium release, premium access thing too. I think by that time, by 2022, I think people like will be acclimated. I think we do want some re-incentive to start getting back into theaters. I don't want I want Black Widow to be successful, but at the same time, part of me gets trepidatious, because if it is successful and they do see, even though the world's back to normal and people like the $30 thing, then we'll just keep it going. But at least as we know so far, people aren't liking the $30 thing. At least like as of when it comes to Raya and Mulan so far. So
I hate it, if I'm being honest. I completely despise it. I think it's so frustrating. Like a movie like Raya, that should have been a great hit, starring Kelly Marie Tran and starring a Mexican director like Carlos Lopez Estrada, who I've been following for a minute. Who saw this movie? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a bummer. Like, to me, it's just such a disappointment to put $30 on it.
Yeah. Marvel, it makes sense for a film like Marvel. Maybe some people would choose to have like that experience at home if they have a really good sound system. I unfortunately don't. I'd much rather see in a theater. I'd much rather get that community experience, even if it is like $40 for 2 people rather than paying $30 to watch it at home. That $10 more, it really does just elevate the entire aspect of a film for me. I know all of us love that theater experience. So for something like Raya, something like Mulan, it's unfortunate that it didn't reach enough households. I like that Luca's being dropped for free, and if you have Disney Plus, you're going to be able to watch it, because I feel like it's going to reach a lot more kids that way.
I guess my question to you guys is, when is it then? When is the date, the magical date, that people feel comfortable going to see movies in a movie theater? If it's not July 9th.
I mean, if we're talking like general in Los Angeles, if I go outside
in LA,
and I go on like walks and things like that, people are already like
That's what I'm saying.
At restaurants.
That's why I feel like
most people
wouldn't
are
July
ready.
be like, yo, by then it's like everyone's good. Like if right now people who are like low key people who are like kind of on COVID are already kind of going out and doing whatever they want. The people who take COVID seriously, by July, don't you think them are going to be cool with it?
I hope so. I mean, I'd love to sooner rather than later feel comfortable going to a theater. Again, Bloodshot was the last movie that I watched. That's unfortunate. It was so long ago, and it was Bloodshot. I would love to go back for something like this.
Yeah, it's a bummer, right? Because I feel like I really did say, and I think I said it here, I told you guys, I'm not watching Black Widow on my laptop. Like, I just don't want to do it. And now I'm coming to terms with the fact, I'm like that meme where I'm looking at my hands, and I'm like, I'm coming to terms with the fact where next week, Godzilla and King Kong comes out, right?
Yeah.
Is that next week? And now I'm like, am I really going to watch this on my laptop? Like, I don't know. I guess I am.
There's like a bunch that are coming out like pretty soon, and it's super unfortunate. The one for me that I was like, I absolutely refuse to watch it at home is Dune. That's the one for me where I do not care. I feel like that's will go see that in a theater. Yeah. I really hope. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, RB3? Do you think like if there is a date, July is that date where people are going to be comfortable?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think people are going to be comfortable. I think most of the country is going to be open. I think, it's a good option to have for people who are uncomfortable, but at the same time, like, I think Disney is going to see it as an additional profit, incentive to just go down that route. So I don't know. I'm a little weirded out by it if I'm being weird. Part of me just does kind of wish if they were going to do the the release it straight to Disney Plus and the theaters thing, it's like, why not just keep it in May? To me, that would have kind of felt like a more like reasonable move, and not necessarily.
I think it's because they're leaning towards the theater, right? They assume everyone's going to be choosing the theater option. I think that's why. Yeah,
which is dope, and I think I applaud that, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. To me, it seems like them putting it in July while also releasing it simultaneously is going to be their concept of like doubling up money, but in the concept of the theaters and of actual like competition, it's not going to be good. So I don't know.
That's a good point. That's a very fair point. I feel like by then, but that's another point that we've been talking about for years, right? RB3, it's the idea of like, now that movie theaters are going to be back open, it's only going to be blockbusters. Like, say goodbye to like any other type of movie, because MCU is going to be on every screen at every moment of the day inside a regular movie theater. That seems to be the case. I definitely want to get to this comment by Just B, who says, I just got vaxxed and I just got vaxxed and I went back today, saw Pulp Fiction on the big screen. There you go.
Yeah.
It is cool that they're doing those, like in a lot of places, obviously other countries, they're doing re-releases of films. Like, hey, if they're going to do an Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I will go to a theater for that one, definitely in like June or July, 100%.
Also, Slen82 says, I get my vaccine dose on Tuesday, so I'm hoping to see Godzilla versus King Kong in the theaters. Yeah, so there's a couple people who are kind of basically saying that they're able to see it in the theaters because they are able to do all that. So
Yeah, pardon me.
I kind of feel like by July 9th, maybe just because I'm starting to be optimistic now. I don't know. It's been a year, guys. I think we should start to be slightly more optimistic and less pessimistic. Even though I'm Mr. Pessimistic, even I'm like, yo, come on now. By July 9th, come on now. Like, put your mask on and go see this damn movie in a theater. Right?
I just get so grossed out.
Heroes Reforged donated $10. Ancient Lamentation Music.
I think that's a reference to Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah.
Fighting.
Yeah, no.
Yo, shout out to
Every
the
time that
Amazonians.
happened.
I got vaxxed and went back today. Saw
there you
Pulp
go.
Fiction on the big screen.
Oh, there we go. We're playing the messages. Then again, people, we are live. If you go to firstcut.live, link is in the top of the description and also in the chat. Contribute to the show, help the show, support the show. $5 plus donations will be read out loud by the robot thing. So keep it going.
The other movie news that we have today is that tomorrow the Suicide Squad trailer comes out. I want to get a real litmus test from you guys real quick, a quick barometer test. How excited are you guys for this film? I'll start with you, Sabrina.
Oh, I am very, very excited. Genuinely. I was on Only Stupid Answers with Koi Jandru back months ago, and we talked about Suicide Squad, and we were predicting like who's going to survive at the end. It was just kind of like a fun little game. But I'm really pumped. I'm pumped to see my boy Pete Davidson, who's definitely going to survive and make it out at the end. Andres rolling his eyes, leave me alone. let me love him. But yeah, I'm excited to see, honestly, a lot of the people that they have. Polka Dot Man, so many interesting characters. We have Taika Waititi voicing someone. I forgot who Sean Gunn is voicing, like, what is it called? Like Weasel? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Weasel. Like, there's so many weird things in this film that I think are going to be so interesting. I think this is going to be like super crazy, huge, big, genuinely fitting with the name of the Suicide Squad, where a lot of these people are going to get axed throughout the film, but in these crazy imaginative ways. So I'm super pumped. I was not a fan of the first one. There's no Ayer cut, y'all. So
Yeah, before you go, RB3, because I know you have a take, no matter what it is. Can I be real? I don't know why. I kind of don't care. I don't care about Polka Dot Man and how he's probably gonna get blown up or something. Like I don't know. Like, I'm trying, guys. I really am. And my favorite MCU movie is Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, that's something that I've said a million times on many podcasts or any videos. So I'm clearly a James Gunn fan, but I just feel like I just don't care. I don't know. I might change my mind, but what do you think, RB3?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Got cancel for tweets, then remade, and then he got 2 movies out of it.
yeah. I mean, that's always my take, right? I mean, I always felt like that's a little. It was just funny, like, get in trouble for one thing and then just end up getting 2 jobs, whatever. That's dope.
2 jobs. 2 jobs.
Yeah. But hey, I'm here for it. Yeah, I never had a problem with him doing the Suicide Squad though, because in the midst of the whole thing, I always felt like it was a perfect like mixture, marriage, whatever. I was trying to match both words. I don't know, y'all. It's been a long day. But yeah, I was really excited to see that voice mixed in with that universe, because you could tell the David Ayer thing was like they're trying to do that, they're trying to do the Guardians thing. It just wasn't hitting the same. It wasn't working the same way. But I'm excited to see what the actual authentic Guardians director does with this property. I'm also frankly excited to see. I mean, they talked a lot about in the Comic-Con behind the scenes stuff. Like about how they filmed a lot of this practically. There's going to be a lot of action, a lot of big action. Yeah. And for some weird reason, I kind of believe that. Like, I think that if there's any direction to go, that is to surpass the original Suicide Squad. No, there's no other better way to make it like a full-on war film. And, at least from the poster, it seems to at least invite that. So I don't know. I'm just excited to see what kind of era and style they take from. I'm a big fan of like Inglourious Basterds. I'm a big fan of like, those kinds of like 70s war movies, like, or inspired by that kind of stuff. So I'm just excited to see what this is going to be. I don't know. I'm excited for it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it depends what the tone is, right? Because I think the tone, we're going to get the tone tomorrow, and I think the tone's going to be pretty silly, right? Like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, there's a weasel and there's a polka dot man.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be like, I don't know, like a horror comedy, like Tucker versus Dale, whatever that movie's called?
That's a great film.
What I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's a great film, but it's like that, right? Where it's like a horror comedy, and I'm just like, is that what I want out of a Suicide Squad film?
They said just like RB3 said, like kind of like a war film. Like they're going heavy on the action and the sets and things like that.
Sure, but I'm saying like tone directs action though. I feel right because if it's like action and it's like it's a war film, but there's like I don't know. A weasel. I can't take it seriously.
You're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, it's different though because Guardians is that's so
Rocket
different.
Raccoon.
No,
because if a good
Guardians
can take these characters,
and
do a great job with it, he can make this believable. We have this stupid like polka dot man. I am in love with him. I'm in love with Weasel. I love all this weird stuff.
I guess if you've seen James Gunn's other work, whether it's Slither, whether it's Super,
or Scooby Doo, come on now,
or Scooby Doo, he did Scooby Doo.
He wrote Scooby Doo and Scooby Doo 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Shout out.
All his work is pretty kind of insane and over the top. What I liked about Guardians is that you could see the restraints were there, where it's like you have to make this PG-13, you have to make this, a cohesive story versus his other work I haven't been the biggest fan of, if I'm being honest. I always feel like it goes just a little bit too overboard at certain points, whether it be Super or whether it be Slither. I just feel like this is another example of him just being like, yeah, rated R, it's going to be ridiculous. Nothing's going to make sense. And I'm just like, I kind of rather have it make sense and make it fit in a story and make it have some restraints on it actually might help him tell a more cohesive story versus Super or Slither, if I'm being honest.
You mean to
Warner
tell
Brothers
me... You go, Super.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, you think Warner Brothers is just like fully letting him do it? No, they're definitely like overseeing all of this 100%. Not at all. Warner Brothers, absolutely not. I can guarantee you, I have no idea.
Yes.
Yeah, like this is Warner Brothers. They're not like James Gunn. Yeah, do whatever the hell you want. Nah, he's dealing with a ton of characters, a lot of very popular characters. They already are planning a spinoff with Peacemaker, like John Cena's Peacemaker. There's a spinoff TV show happening. Clearly, they do have a lot of faith in this, in this film.
And
that's a good point.
Also, do you mean to tell me the subtlety of the Belko experiment wasn't the most subtle, most humane, allegory for society? That didn't he produce that as well?
And he wrote that too.
Yeah, he wrote that too. Yeah. So that's also I think that's a very like valid concern, Andres. I also think Warner Brothers, when they got money on the line, like they don't play. You know what I mean? Like they'll cut up Snyder. They had a whole relationship with Snyder, and they was ready to rip that up in one or two movies. Same thing with Nolan. They had a relationship with Nolan, and then the HBO Max money starts looking a little too good. Then they snip that away. So I think we're kind of seeing, especially look, they also just got bought by AT&T. So I don't think they would. I think I think it would go controversial and it would go like edgy, but I don't think it's gonna go like too far over. It's gonna be too like, insane. Like I don't think we're gonna see like, Harley Quinn get like naked for no reason or something like that. Not saying that that's something that James Gunn does. Most of his like gratuitousness comes in like the sense of violence or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, the Snyder Cut was pretty gruesome, and I dug it. So it just depends on the execution, I guess.
And you're talking about over the top. Snyder Cut was over the top. There was just there's just all the reasons. I do think that they're really enjoying what they have with this. I think from the Comic-Con footage, even just that entire panel, you could see the way everybody was interacting with each other. First of all, it seemed like they had a lot of fun. James Gunn said it himself, and I'm not taking everything for Bible, of course, because when people are selling a movie, they'll say anything. But he said it was the most fun he ever had making a film. And I hope that's kind of just like reflected and we get that energy. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like to have a good time. They're dealing with characters like Harley Quinn, who is literally like one of the shining beacons of the DCEU right now. That's someone that Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is someone that everyone loves. Like, even if Birds of Prey is not your favorite thing in the world, because it wasn't mine, I still love Harley Quinn. I think she's incredible. I think she was incredible in the first film and in Birds of Prey. I don't think they would put her in a film that was like just a absolute train wreck. There's so many different characters to work with. I feel like it is going to be over the top, but also just very entertaining and enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll see the trailer. Obviously, I'll decide for myself. I'm still going to watch it. It's just one of those things where I'm just like, man, I don't know. I'd rather have a story that's there than a story that's kind of just like hey, it happened. It was crazy. But we'll see. We'll see what it is. Maybe it is a little bit more substance than just popcorn and cotton candy. Any other news stories that you guys want to give a shout out to?
I did. We did
can't talk, bro.
No, we can't talk. It wasn't the $5. Shout out to Cinema Grill. I'll read it in a second. But I did want to say, before we get into that, I did want to jump back into the to Disney Plus topic a little bit, because there was one thing to Shang-Chi point that I never ended up getting around to. What's up with Disney and with Mulan, Raya, and now Shang-Chi starring all their Asian films seemingly like
and Black Widow
Black Widow's not it.
That's not my joke though. That's not my joke. I can't claim that. That was on Twitter. Someone tweeted that out. I will never take credit for jokes. That's not who I am. I despise that.
I'm going to clip this out and post it on Twitter tomorrow.
No, please don't, because I don't want to be accused of that. I'll look up who tweeted that out, because I did think that was a funny joke.
That's funny.
But yeah, go ahead and finish your point.
No, but I mean, we need to invest. I don't know. Somebody needs to investigate this, because I don't know. Is it something like with the markets not being open with the theaters? Do they just not care? Or like, I don't know, like, because Disney Plus, isn't it just like in America right now anyway? Like, so do they not care about the Asian American market who wants to see like these movies on big screen? Or are they just pushing? I mean, Mulan, obviously different circumstance, like, a little bit. It was literally supposed to come out like the weekend of the shutdown. So I could see them, making that decision. I feel like they should have made that decision a little earlier while it was a little more relevant, but whatever. But with Raya, I don't know, man. I feel like that didn't need to be $30. I felt like that could have been like something that was just as good as Soul. Not as good as Soul. I feel like Soul is better in my opinion, but still like a really good film, right? Still a really good film. I think it could have been free. I think they should just put that one out for free,
Or even like, I do like the VOD purchases over this past year that have been like $20. I feel like that's more justifiable. It's for some reason, I know it's only $10 more, but that 30 just doesn't seem right. Like something just does, for like anyone who lives at like home with only a few people or whatever, it's not worth it. So I don't know. I feel Raya 100% should not have been $30. That should have been available for free. But yeah, I also, the thing is like, I don't know. I feel like they should just be taking a little bit of their L's, like with Raya, and then also just like putting it out in theaters in Los Angeles and all around the country, because a bunch are open now, like Andre said earlier. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also feel like, because I just feel like when they do the $30 thing, it's like starting to look like it's a little bit of like a recipe, not for like not being successful, because I think, Mulan definitely made money, and I'm sure Raya made money, but I think I definitely don't see people talking about these films in terms of like longevity in the same way that I think it would have had if these movies were available for free. That's all I think. So.
That's 100% facts, and sometimes you do have to take, like you said, Sabrina, just take it on and just be like, you know what? There's a pandemic, there's quarantine. Who cares? We're gonna let people see this movie, and we're not gonna put a giant ass paywall on it to the point where the movie just gets buried. It gets buried. No one talks about it. No one sees it, and it's over. And it's like, there you go.
They have all the little like perks where they're like, oh, well, you get to like keep it in your library as long as you have Disney Plus and things like that. But I'd rather buy like a Criterion or something else and actually physically have that film in my hand rather than purchasing it on a streaming service. I don't know. It's just tough.
Yeah. The only other news topic I have is the Pierce Brosnan Dr. Fate in Shazam. I told you guys off screen that I really don't care about Shazam. What'd you guys think of this casting?
Garbage.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't care enough.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion. It's kind of one of those things where I think he's a talented actor, so
Yeah.
I think he could do a great job. Rachel Zegler is another person who was hired onto this film that I'm very, very excited about. I've been wanting to see her film for a while, and like I'm just happy that she's kind of getting this big break because like West Side Story has been talked about for so long. There's the hymn of it all. That has kind of dragged this down. So I'm excited her debut will eventually come, but then she also has another opportunity lined up as well.
Oh, speaking of musicals, Into the Heights was something that was there was something about it last week, right? Like the new trailer, or
There was a new trailer, yeah, but I feel like for the most part, it's like, yeah, I'm excited to see it.
I'm
For sure.
looking forward to that. I mean, I watched the I don't know. I told y'all I read the Hamilton audiobook. Gave me a lot of like respect for Lin-Manuel Miranda, like in terms of the behind the scenes process. I also saw that documentary on Hulu, which you talked about in SCN, Love Supreme or whatever it was. I don't know. I forgot the name of it was already, but we talked to the director. That was dope. I love Lin, so I'm about to fall off the cliff for this dude. Whatever he puts out, I'm gonna be there opening weekend. I don't care.
Remind me your favorite Hamilton song.
Satisfied, rewind. Yeah, that's it.
No, you gotta sing more, bro. You can't
Nah,
just
I'm
leave me
not
there.
gonna-
Which one? No, but I just don't remember it.
You will always be satisfied. Rewind, and then they do the rewind.
Oh yeah, I remember that night.
Yeah.
I remember that night.
Yeah. Oh,
I remember that night. That's my day.
Yeah. I also listened to Obama's audiobook. What's it called? Promised Land or something stupid. Great book, actually. Great book. I can't believe I found myself in a position where I'm reading Barack. But he's actually a really insightful guy. So
You reminded me. Everyone who's still here, there's 43 of you. Go watch Last Chance U basketball.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm
Yes.
super biased because I'm a basketball fan. But man, even if you don't know anything about basketball, they just break down like what is basketball and why is it like such a different sport than any other sport. It's so freaking good, man. It's about an East LA community college basketball team, and it's about these young men who are basically trying their hearts out to get out of the system they're currently in, which is the JUCO basketball system, the junior college basketball system. It is like crazy, uplifting, inspiring, funny, ridiculous, insane, all at the same time. I highly recommend. Obviously, you guys have seen Last Chance U, or some people have seen Last Chance U before, but I feel like this one is just way better than all the football ones I've seen. And the football ones were good, but this one is just, there's something about basketball, man. It's different.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing I've seen. I also saw The Day the Sports World Stood Still last night by Antoine Fuqua. That's a film that just came out, I think, last night, and I just saw it last night.
Where's it on
it's
Netflix?
It's on HBO.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I was gonna watch the Q documentary, and then I was like, I'm good. Just 5 minutes of that, and I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm fine, bro. I'm fine. But either way, it talks about basically March 11th, 2020, which is the big day that the NBA shut down, and the echo that had in the sports world, and then eventually it gets into the social justice movement that was going on in summer and how that affected different leagues around the world. It's so interesting. It's really cool. It's mainly just Chris Paul talking, which is kind of funny because he's like a Phoenix Sun now. And I'm like, yeah, that's my Phoenix Sun brother.
Yeah.
But it's really good. It's really good. It's Antoine Fuqua talking about, how does sports work nowadays.
Yeah. That's dope, man.
Yeah, that was my last thing.
I don't know. I haven't been watching a lot of content lately. I am gonna check out tonight. I'm gonna check out Invincible dropping on Amazon Prime.
Oh, but you're watching Last Chance, right? That's what you told me.
I'm in the first 3 episodes. Yeah, it's good stuff. That coach is crazy though. I don't know if he was just acting that way for the camera.
That coach is wild, bro.
No, because there's one part.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of the actual Mad TV skit for Coach. It's like the stuff I saw out there is the most embarrassing stuff I saw in all my 15 years of coaching. And he's just like the most like over the top, like insane, like gets in your face and like he's like, you sound like a grandma who lost her ability to walk as she was running down the street and tripped over and it just keeps going. And
that's not the part. But see, the monologues aren't the part that gets me. It's the part when, did you see that part when he had like literally in the first episode, like he ran down the court. He was like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You gotta run like this. And he started running. He ran around the whole thing like twice. He threw the basketball at the wall, and you just see the camera turn to one of the kids. He's like laughing so hard. Like he's not laughing. You just see on his face, he's like, what? Like, I don't know. To me, I was just dying. Like he had mad moments, and then it's
not over, bro. It goes crazier.
No, and there's also a storyline in there with a dude who was like a champion, like a really like dope like basketball player who like
Joe Hampton.
Yeah, he got injured and he's just like a super angry, stubborn dude. And that's also hilarious. Literally the first scene in this show is this dude like getting pulled out the game and he goes in the back and just starts flipping over everything. I'm like, this is the first scene. I'm with it. This team is messed up. There's some conflict out here. I love it.
Bro, it gets crazier. Like episode 6 and episode 7, his name is Coach Mosley. He goes off. Like he's too much, bro. Like I think I was at an age, I don't know what age it was, where I think it might have been like senior year in high school. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how much you guys played sports, but when I was like a senior in high school, I was like over the whole like coach yells at you kind of thing. I was over it. Mm-hmm. I was like, like you're not getting to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, I'm not with it, man. I don't like it, but it's cool, I guess.
As somebody who doesn't, like I was in sports all growing up. Like I did track, I did cheerleading, gymnastics, competed in all different directions. I'm so not into sports or like the mentality of like screaming at like children. Yeah. Like I remember where like other cheer squads, it's like somebody dropped somebody and like they were okay. They just dropped them and the coach is like screaming and crying and like making little girls cry. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it.
There's levels to it, but there's definitely levels to it. But obviously keep watching everything. I'm so curious to hear your thoughts. But yeah, so far, Coach Mosley's crazy, man. He's insane.
I gotta show y'all. Oh man, maybe that's what we gotta do to end the show. I gotta show y'all a video.
It's too late.
I can't.
It's too late.
There's one. I did. My boy Mike Simpson. We got a video coming out. He purchased the LeBron card and.
Is it a Top Shot or like a regular trading card?
No, he got a Topps Chrome.
Wow. How much?
PSA 10. You have to watch the video to find out. You gotta watch the video to find out.
Teasing us, bro. Trading cards. NBA trading cards over here. Top Shot, Tom.
Yeah, man. I might need to get into this game, man. I might need to.
I was trying to, bro. I was texting you about it. Either way, guys, that concludes our episode.
Wait. One more topic before we leave. Can we hit 4K? We gotta like reflect a little bit, like the journey. Like
we already did, man.
I mean, we did a little bit. I mean, we talked about our personal life. I mean, just like everything that's happened, like over the time, like how how we've grown, like how like a year and a half ago we were just like at 400.
I think the only thing I want to reflect on is the fact that I miss hanging out with you guys in person. And the way that I really do feel like as weird and as all over the top this stream has been, it's nothing like when we're in person. And I just love the way we all we're all like at a 10 when we communicate. I'm always at a 10, but I feel like when we're together, we're all at a 10. And yeah, I still feel like the kind of chemistry that we have as a trio is the best trio in anywhere. Like our chemistry is like fire, bro. We got the smart guy RB3 bringing in some hot like director takes. We have the eloquent speaker Sabrina, and then we have the crazy guy. It's perfect like TV. It's perfect radio. It's quality, bro. It's quality shit. So I appreciate you guys.
It's been wild. I mean, from literally just one day RB3 picking me up, like we got coffee and then we just showed up at the studio, and then I met you, Andres, and I had no idea I was going to be like on camera, and I wasn't really at all that entire episode, but you guys were trying to convince me to go on. It's just so weird, like looking at it from that point till now, and just like the content that we've like branched out like to throughout this entire time, doing a lot more reviews, doing like the Cuddy Awards, which is something that I loved so much last year, and I can't wait to do it again this year. Us being able to go to certain like screenings and events and things like that all together, just the memories that we have with all of that. Obviously we'll be able to kind of live that type of life again, and I'm super excited. But yeah, it's just like nothing beats sitting in studio and having me be in the middle, and then you guys are on the side. You guys are literally getting up out of your chairs, like talking to each other about something, arguing about something. Like I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, RB3?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just always, I'm just grateful for one to both of y'all. I mean, this wouldn't be the First Cut channel just if it wasn't like for all three of us, you know what I mean? Like, especially for what y'all contribute, you know, like, you know, it would be a pretty boring podcast if it was just if it was just me. Like, and it would be a pretty boring podcast that when it was, you know, I'm not going to say it was boring, because I think our older episodes, the meaning of, were fun too. But it definitely got a lot more spicier, you know, no pun intended, Sabrina. You know, spicy.
Hey, bro, what you trying to say, man?
No, isn't that your showdown name?
My name. That used to be.
Not anymore.
What is it? Oh, what is it? What is it?
It's the Siren, man.
The Siren. Oh,
that's way better.
Oh, that's way better.
It got loud as hell in here once the Siren stepped in.
Yo, the Siren.
That's the
literally there's the Siren right there.
Yeah.
Yo.
That gotta be a new sound drop. All right, that's gonna be a new sound drop.
No, you got to do the what's that song from Attack the Block though? Woo woo. That's the sound of the
police. Woo woo.
That's the sound that I did.
Yeah.
That's it. That's your opening. That's your walkout music, Sabrina.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you come out like a full blown thug.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I just think, you know, we've had so many amazing moments over the past like year, even from just our last 3K stream. I mean, our 3K stream was just like this, you know, last summer, and we've seen so much good stuff happen since then. So many incredible guests. We've had like Danny Fernandez on. We've had Lindsay Ellis, which is still, you know, one of my favorite episodes.
Me too.
We've had like Joelle. We've had
Josh Trank,
Adam obviously.
Lavick.
Tarina.
Yeah, of course. Multiple times. Yeah. I mean, even on like you know, Sabak the Block over these times, like we had Alden, you know, we had Ken Knapsack, like talking like some really fun Star Wars stuff, and then
Scott Mans,
Scott Mans
talking about Citizen Kane. That's
the
legendary.
Scott Mans episode's great. Yeah,
that's legendary.
Yeah, it's legendary, and even just like expanding like the content like outside of like, you know, the meaning of, and like, you know, First Cut, just seeing how we've all grown, like seeing, you know, you doing the all, you know, Women's Week on SCN, Sabrina, like that was really dope, you know, seeing, you know, Andres, you just killing it in the Star Wars League, you know, and continue to just show out and just doing your thing, man. And it's just, it's really dope, man. I just love seeing that. And I just love seeing our little community of people just get a little bit bigger every time. And I know a lot of people just tune out like after the movie talk part, so when we leave, but the folks who stay around are always the best. So shout out to Meg, shout out to Zeno Hour, shout out to Cinema Gorilla, shout out to Marcus, shout out to you know, everybody who's just always in the chat, always showing love, always hitting the like button, and always continue to support us, even in times where we're not the most you know, technologically sound stream going on. So
Yeah, not the most consistent sometimes too, but we're getting there, guys. I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I appreciate you guys so much. Can't wait when we're back in a studio, pretend studio.
And just
A
I just know
studio.
the next commentary we do once we're all sitting together
Yeah.
on like a couch or something. Oh my god, that energy is gonna be through the roof.
Yeah. Oh,
I
Cinema,
apologize ahead of time.
Cinema Gorilla, Gina Prince Bythewood leaving a comment. Like, that was dope. Like,
That was big.
That was
Yeah.
that was huge, man. That was amazing. Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, that did it, man. I got retweeted by Pedro Pascal though.
You did get retweeted by
Yeah,
Pedro
you did.
Pascal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's over.
I
It's
retweeted
done.
Michael B.
Call
Jordan.
it.
You know?
Yo.
Yeah.
See?
You became Michael B. Jordan.
There you go. See?
It's the same thing, bro. Same thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And we also forgot about Josh McCouga. We can't not forget about Josh McCouga, who just had an amazing baby, by the way.
Yo, there's levels to this baby game, but he's amazing.
Amazing baby.
Yeah, him and Amanda.
Yo, that's a quality baby, man.
Yeah, nah, definitely quality baby. Yeah, for
Parents
sure.
like that, yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Quality baby.
I could
That
only
is
see
very
Josh
true.
being a good parent. Only see Josh being a good parent.
That's a good point. Yeah, shout out to the Good People Association over there. They're great, all three of those guys.
Yeah. Also, Molly Damon on It's About the Block. That was also another one. That was also a dope guest. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
Molly Damon's great.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, this has been an episode. Thank you so much for listening and watching. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Sabrina, where can everyone find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SabrinaXMonica, also on Twitter at SabrinaOnFilm.
RB3.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DirectorRB3, and obviously you can follow, Watch Network, Watch Meltdown every Wednesday at 5. Jesus, what's wrong with me?
What's wrong with you, man? Come on now. Also, watch First Cut right here at this channel. Subscribe to us if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to me at Squad Leader Race. And remember, guys, this Sunday, Attack on Titan finale. You do not want to miss this crazy, epic, Avenger-style team-up that we have coming up this Sunday. So make sure you tune in for that. Either way, guys, for the First Cut crew, we're peacing out. Peace.
It's Brittany.